Hi, I'm Chris, aka The Dark Wall, and welcome to GameWatt, where we ask what is the news. This week, we'll be sitting by the fireside and reading. The first recommended article for you to feed your eyes with is Keeping That Torch Burning, Some Tips on How to Remain Involved with Games, written by Alex vs. Coding. That alarm tells me that this is the user of the week! Week. So, let's do 3 articles by that user in a row or something. Back to this article. It's most useful to people that are looking to get into game development at the start of their career, but there's still some solid advice for people halfway or all the way through their development journey. Although I suppose if you're all the way through it, it would be over, then it wouldn't matter. 3/4 of the way. Either way, if you're anywhere on that timeline of games, it's something you should read. Heck, read it twice. That's once for each eye. Localization 101. How we can use language to make our games more inclusive. It's an important and seemingly daunting task for indie developers, but having your game in multiple languages will increase the player base, and this article explains why and how you can do it on a budget. So if you have any aspirations of covering an international market, you should read this article. The Forging of a Developer. The Power of Modding as a Learning Tool. This article is a love letter to the modding community and how it acted as a spawning ground for many of the developers of today. There are some stories about the author's modding days in here. If you didn't already know the power that modding has to teach development, then you should read this article. Our final article is Are Indie Games Too Expensive? By IndieSense. This is a popular topic of discussion at the moment, and it probably will be for some time. It's widely accepted that money has some sort of mysterious value, and people don't like exchanging this money for something of less value. Give this a read if you are at all concerned about the pricing of games. That's all for this week. Next time we will be featuring more featured game as well as some obscure games that need your eyes all over them. I'm Chris, aka The Dark Wall. This is GameWatt. Stay indie. Our final